ahead of Robinson and all the way to the fence.
Lorbeck drives the lane, puts it up, right-hand lane, gets it to fall. He'll go to line for one more.
Very nice take by Zach Lorbeck.
Trying to go around to Engel. Haystones on far side.
Point blank on Engel again, and he stops him.
Shotgun snap at Engel. Looking left, now looking right. Throw far side. Throws a fade up for grabs. Hunter Beechler, far side pile on. He comes down with it. Touchdown, Bayport Pirates. Line and fall into left field, and that'll go all the way to the fence. Coming in to score will be Hilbert. Feed it in. Matty Ray, right-hand lane and down.
Great seal by Ray. Jerks with a nice lob over the top.
Skates to the near side circle, looking for some time. One-timer to Martin Suna. Knock off the water bottle. It's a one-timer and a goal, and the Pirates, they extend their lead.
He takes a swing at it. He'll send that one deep to right, and looks like that one's going to be a walk-off grand slam for Joe Byer.
Swinging a fly ball to center field.
It's over!
And that's it!
The Pirates win it!
Good evening and welcome out to Cornerstone Community Ice Center in De Pere as we get set for the start of the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association postseason. The WIAA playoffs are underway for Bayport as the 3 seed. And for the 6 seed, the West Bend Ice Bears Co-op, they already have one game in the books as they defeated Fox City Stars to get to this point. Tonight's Bayport hockey broadcast proudly supported by Zesty's Frozen Custard Grill, the finest frozen custard in town. By North Shore Bank, the Bank of You. Just J Creative website and brand development. The Press Times, your local paper and online source for Pirate Athletics. By Jeff Deacon of Trust Realty. And by members of the NEW Sports Radio Broadcasters Club. Chris Learman with you on a Friday evening as one of these teams' season lasted at least an hour or a day longer due to yesterday's postponement with the weather up here. Officially at Bayport High School, over 6, nearly 7 full inches of snow fell, and it came in a hurry. So the road conditions not very good. Talked to a handful of West Bend fans as well as the coaches and the buses, and they said that the roads were not kind part of the way up, but so is the weather. And but most of they said that they did make it up safely, and we are getting set for puck drop in the WIAA regional final. Tim Nemi will be manning the camera once again as we bring you the video here for this regional final competition. One of these teams will be crowned a regional champion. Well, what happens obviously in the postseason, one season comes to a close after tonight's game. We will look first at the West Bend Ice Bears. As West Bend comes in 14-6-0 on the season. Champions of the North Shore Conference. And for the North Shore Conference, first time in school history that they are, I suppose in program history, it would be first time that they have been named conference champions. They earned the 6th seed in this sectional. On Tuesday, they played against Fox City Stars, who was the 11th seed, and they downed them by a score of 5-2. They outshot the Stars 32-21 in that contest. They never were on the power play, but something we'll be able to talk about throughout the evening. This West Bend team is really, really good on the penalty kill. They were down a man 6 different times on Tuesday. They did not allow a goal on those opportunities. Their penalty kill on the season has faced 111 opportunities. They have killed off 97. That's equivalent to 87.4%. A very good penalty kill. Again, killed off all 6 on the PK just on Tuesday. First goal of the game was the only first period goal by Pearson Johnson to give the Ice Bears a 1-0 lead. They also got a hat trick from Peyton Fountain. As Peyton, just a sophomore and second on the team in scoring, leads the team in goals with 17, 22 assists, and 39 total points. And he had the goals that broke things open came in period number 3. He scored just 29 seconds into the third, and another 14 seconds later, he scored what would be his 3rd goal of the evening. So goals at 29 into the third, 43 into the third, and that allowed the Ice Bears to begin to put away the Fox City Stars. Andy Rebecki also had a shorthanded goal just past the midway point of the 3rd period. Butler and Kleba each had 2 assists for West Bend. The West Bend Co-op comprised of schools from West Bend East High School, West Bend West High School, Germantown, Slinger, Hartford. They are full of West Bend kids. They play their games at Kettle Moraine Ice Center, which is where these two teams played earlier this year, and actually not too far ago. It was less than a month ago. Down on Kettle Moraine Ice Center, Tuesday, January the 12th. Bayport came away with a 2-1 win, a big part of why the Pirates earned the higher seed in this matchup. Bayport had a 1-0 lead in the first period after Tyler Brady scored, assisted by Voss and Freilich to give Bayport a 1-0 lead. Nobody scored the second, and then the third period, Bayport took a 2-0 lead as Ty Freilich scored from Jay Rebar. That made it that 2-0 score halfway, just past the halfway of the second, or rather of the third, and then it was a 2-1 score at 11:15 in the third. A power play goal by Max Davenport, assisted by Butler and Lichtensteiger. That made it 2-1. Bayport holds off the action at the end, and that was our 2-1 final. In that contest, Bayport was outshot by West Bend, 30-25 on the evening. The Ice Bears were 1 for 2 on the power play. Bayport unsuccessful in their 3 tries, and again, that goes to just that. Talked about the penalty kill for this West Bend team has been great all season, and it will be something that Bayport, on the opposite end of the spectrum, they have been quite woeful. Actually, almost the exact opposite. They're 12.3% on the power play, so the numbers match up almost perfectly. That Bayport needs about 1 out of every 7 or 8 power plays is when they are able to score on the man up. Bayport 13-6-0 on the season, members of the Fox River Classic Conference. The FRCC did not crown any conference champions in the winter seasons, although Bayport would have fallen to Notre Dame in their lone matchup and what would have gone for the conference title. They claimed the 3 seed, where the conference opponents are the 1 seed in Notre Dame and then the 4 and 5 seed, who are actually starting at 8 o'clock also on rink number 1, and that being the De Pere Voyagers and the Ashwaubenon Jaguars. Bayport, 3.84 goals per game, 2.26, and they've ridden now, as of late, senior goaltender Marcus Niemi. And this Bayport goaltender in Niemi, who has really split time throughout the first half of the season, almost 50-50, but it went all to Niemi down the stretch, including a win last weekend for Bayport against Marquette. So Bayport got the 3 seed, again 13-6-0, members of the FRCC. Other action we mentioned in the conference that is going on this evening, and that is the rest of the sectional. Notre Dame just won. They got an 8-0 victory, and that game was against Appleton United. So Notre Dame punches their ticket into what is the next round, the round of the round of 4. They're going to play the winner of the 8 o'clock game on the other rink. That is Schwaben and De Pere. Schwaben on the 5 seed, De Pere the 4 seed. So we'll try to keep tabs on that one. That game starts just when this one does. The other action is going on tonight. Started at 7:15, so I'll see if I can get a score update. Fond du Lac is at Neenah. Neenah's the 2 seed. A Fond du Lac team that beat Bayport this year, but the winner of that one plays the winner of this one. So should be interesting to see how things align as the evening moves about. But we will have a good feel of who's advancing in real time, or at least be able to see, yes, this is the game that's happening tonight, or this is the game that will be happening. And the sectionals are slated, sectional semifinals would be next Tuesday. And that would be Tuesday, February the 9th. So they will have the ice to be finished for them just a little bit, and then they'll bring out the teams for the starting lineups here. We are from rank number 3, the Resch Olympic Pavilion, the larger sheet of ice here for regional final hockey. And again, on the other rink, the smaller rink, is where Ashwaubenon and De Pere play. As the evening moves about, feel free to tweet the booth at Voice of BP. We'd love to hear where you might be following along from on the night. Send us a note. Get in touch with us. Let's see. So the officials are on the ice. West Bend has their coaches out across from us. Bayports are removing themselves from the locker room, and the Zebras are in place. They have the postseason. They're allowing 4 tickets per skater on the roster. So a little more accustomed to the fans now here in the postseason. That is actually the minimum for the regional by the WIAA is 2 per skater. The FRCC as a whole went together and said that we're going to do 4. And in the sectionals, 4 is what it has to be the minimum allotted fans per skater. So we just wait for Bayport to come out onto the ice before we get things rolling. And they will come out of the locker room from our right. So we are going to get set and bring you tonight's starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups presented by Zesties. Zesties Frozen Custard Grill, serving up a full food and frozen custard menu across from Bayport High School. Today's flavor of the day is blueberry cheesecake. Stop in tomorrow, you get never enough chocolate. Zesties Frozen Custard Grill, the finest frozen custard in town. And we will look with you through first the starting lineups for the West Bend Ice Bears. Starting at left wing, a sophomore from West Bend East High School, number 13, Peyton Fountain. At center, a senior and captain from Germantown, number 2, Andrew Butler. At right wing, from Hartford High School, Hartford Union, an assistant captain and junior, number 39, Odin Kleba. At defense, it will be a sophomore from West Bend East, number 7, Colton Kress, and a senior from Grafton at defense, number 15, Andy Rebecki. Again, your starters for the Ice Bears of West Bend. The front line will be Fountain, Butler, and Kleba. Rebecki and Kress at defense. And between the pipes will be a junior from West Bend West High School, number 35, Kenny Magai. Head coach is Mike Driscoll, assisted by Jake Hedba, Danny Sheehan, and Zach Fountain. And your starters for the Bayport Pirates. Starting at left wing, a senior, number 10, Carl Cano. At center, a senior, number 7, Sean Samuels. At right wing, a sophomore, number 81, Aiden Fahey. Starting at defense for the Pirates, a couple of seniors first. Number 20, Tyler Brady. And number 21, defenseman Alex Voss. Again, your Pirate starters, the front line, it's Cano, Samuels, and Fahey. Defensemen are Brady and Voss, and between the pipes will be another senior. It'll be number 31, Marcus Niemi. So for the Pirates, you go of the starting 6, 5 of them are seniors and a sophomore. Our head coach is Mike Buchan, assisted by Derek Donahue, Spencer Shaw, and Chris Engum. So the 3-seed Pirates, the 6-seed Ice Bears. And we will listen in for the national anthem here from Cornerstone Community Ice Center on a Friday night as we get set to drop the puck on the start, for Bayport at least, of this WIAA postseason. The Bears in their gray sweaters, gray tops with the black breezers, black numbers, white trim for West Bend. And the Pirates in their Carolina blues. Carolina blue tops with Pirates diagonally down the front of the sweater. Navy blue breezers, white helmets. Welcome to playoff hockey, everybody. Yes, send us a note where you might be listening from. Bayport families, West Bend families. Chris and Tim with you on a Friday evening. To take the drop at center, it will be Butler skating in from the left. To the left goes the goaltender Magai. To the right goes Nemi. Let's play some hockey. Face-off draw won by West Bend, and they will try to take it to the right-hand third of the ice. Puck through the neutral ice area, and Voss sends it into the far side corner. And we are 10 seconds in. In behind Magai as he tries to peer over his left shoulder in behind net. Butler pushed into the boards, trying to get it out. It's chipped up to the neutral ice area. Not much on it, but effective nonetheless. Is an aggressive forecheck for West Bend. Extends way up against just one Bayport defenseman. Pirates are going to bring on some fresh skaters just 31 seconds in. And West Bend's going to try a stretch pass up the right sideline diagonally, and that will be a little too far for an icing. 16-24, we're just settling in from Cornerstone. Magai in net, left-handed mitt, right-handed stick and blocker. He will have a face-off to his right. And the draw will be won by the Pirates. Jay Rebar on the near side half-boards, dumps it in the corner for Ty Freilich. Ty looking for a centering pass, trying to tap it through his Lions, and that will miss into the far side corner. Bayport with a slap shot off of the half boards, and Bayport's going to clear their own zone as they miss everything entirely, and it wraps all the way around. Bryce Strand, who had missed a few games, back in for Bayport, trying to play it up. Puck sent by West Bend. They keep it in the zone. They have a 3-on-3. Skate in near side, throws it on Nemi, and the first test for Marcus will be a pretty easy one, right to the breadbasket as he drops to a knee and catches it right at his belly. 1 minute and 5 seconds gone by. We have no score. We just recorded our first shot on goal as Nemi will have a face-off to his left. To take the draw will be Wenzel. junior from Hartford Union. Bayport wins the draw. Komorowski up to Rebar. Bayport trying to break out to the forecheck. Bayport's getting past it, and they're going to have some numbers. Throwing a wrister. Ty Freilich hits off the goaltender's blocker and then hits the near side post. Not officially recorded as a shot on goal unless they deemed it before the blocker that it would have been in. Play in behind net. Rebar taken off of his skates and loses the puck. And West Bend trying to break to the right. Into the zone, they bring it with Pearson Johnson. Pearson trying to pass to a teammate, loses to the half boards. Bayport going to lose the race to the puck. Butler looking for somebody from behind. One-timer near side and a goal West Bend as Butler skated far side corner. Nobody picked up the sophomore defenseman Colton Kress, and it is 1-0 Ice Bears if they have the first goal of tonight's game. One minute and 43 seconds in. 1-0 WB. It'll be 7 from 2 and 22. We'll get into the official scoring in a bit as Bayport sends it down with Carl Cano to the left-hand third of the ice. Bayport's forecheck now, deflected into the netting. So the goal is going to be scored at 1:43 in the first by Colton Kress of West Bend, and he is assisted on the play by Andrew Butler and by Pearson Johnson. And that was just lazy on Bayport's part to try and... Pearson Johnson actually lost the puck into the half boards, and he opted to go for a line change, and Bayport had two skaters to go get it, and neither one did. And West Bend capitalizes in the postseason. And as the further we get, everything is so much more valuable and everything's magnified. And it's a West Bend 1-0 lead. They put from in behind their own net with Ian Sellison, and it deflects up into the crowd as a couple of sticks clash. 14:43, first period, it's 1-0. So your goals go West Bend East from Germantown and Grafton. Neutral zone faceoff have the puck got deflected out of play. Alex Voss to race back for Bayport, trying to play it off the boards of Jay Rebar. West Bend loves playing up their forwards quite a bit and see if Bayport is able to get in behind them. Strand trying to play it up to Ty Freilich. Freilich pushed up against the glass, loses the puck just below us right here at center ice, picked up by Johnson. Johnson brings it to the zone right side, trying to go right around Strand. Stops it with his skate, does Bryce. Puck, though, carrying into the near side corner. Strand is going to try to race to it for Bayport. Strand, amongst a couple other Bayport Pirates, received some all-conference honors. Jay Rebar, right side blue line, brings it in. Drops it off for Sam Lyons, and he whiffs as it nearly hits the blade of his stick. Puck in front, one-timer and a goal. Bryce Strand will light the lamp, and we have a goal for Bayport. This one comes at 14:02 on the clock. Officially 2:58, as there was nobody in the front of the net for the Pirates, or rather for West Bend, to stop things. And we have a 1-1 hockey game. They're going to give Rebar and Freilich credit on the goals. Bayport from behind their own end. It'll be Zach Burns. Loses it between his skates. He couldn't find it. Puck sent in on Neve, and he'll paddle it to the side. Picked up by Komorowski. He'll pass it up to Gilbertson. Big hit collision. As Bayport able to get it down in the zone behind 9, Elliot Mickish. And Ice Bears going to send it all the way down, and it's on target, so a stop's going to be made. Fourth save already for Marcus Nemi. Pirates can't get out of their own zone. Coming in, left side, wrister comes up and deflected away by Alex Fountain. They are brothers, the Fountains, senior and a sophomore. The senior who just had the shot attempt, he plays defenseman, and Alex, that is, he is an assistant captain. The sophomore, Peyton, he's a sophomore and an incredibly talented sophomore at that. Off the deflection into the netting and behind the Pirate goaltender. We'll have a face-off to the right of Marcus Nami. 1-1 our score. West Bend scored. Bayport answers a minute 15 seconds later. Slap shot off the face-off win by West Bend. That'll go into a couple of players off of the skates and off of their pads. Bayport trying to control on the half boards. It'll be Sean Samuels trying to play it to Fahey. Aiden off his backhand. Good forecheck by West Bend, harassing Bayport's defenseman in back. Puck deflects off of some skates, off of some sticks, and then up into the netting over the Bayport bench. Neutral zone face-off once again. 12:51 to go in the first period, and we have a 1-1 score. Face-off won by West Bend. The Ice Bears, the Bears, the 6th seed. However, we want to get in touch with them tonight to get our point across. Bayport is going to ice the puck as they look a stretch pass to get out. Nimi will watch on again from his right. Not much Nimi could have done on the goal that he gave up. Not much Magai could have given up or done on the goal he gave up. Two defensemen come in to score, both of them with not much in front of them at all. Face-off draw won by Sam Lyons of Bayport. Far side corner, and West Bend sends into the point, and there's nobody home. Bears will break up from their own zone, looking for a saucer pass. Stretch up to the right side. They'll get it to Kleba. Odin from Hartford Union. And Odin will deflect it down to the Bayport end. Will be brought up by Brady. Brady up to Freilich through the neutral line area. Freilich loses it to a teammate, Sam Lyons, to the blue line, and Bryce Strand loses the zone himself. I'm not sure he was quite aware of where he was in accordance to that blue line, as his first two strides were good, but the third one is when he lost the zone. Puck deflected to the neutral ice area. Strand from the right defense. Gets it to Jay Rebar. Rebar amongst other Bayport skaters that are seniors. Trip on the right side. Arm is up for a penalty near side. As possession will continue for West Bend, and we are going to have the game's first penalty. And this is going to be a tripping, and who will it be on? It looks to be number 20, Tyler Brady. 5:19 of the first period. Tyler Brady of Bayport tripping. Again, Brady, 2-minute minor for tripping at 5:19 in the first period. Drawing the penalty was 29, Tyler Wenzel. Face off to the left of Nimi, and now the Ice Bears special teams, who has the distinct advantage tonight, according to the numbers. And that will go to the Ice Bears for their first look on the man advantage. Rister comes in on Nimi, gives up the rebound, stops, kick save left side. As West Bend trying to play it on the right-hand third of the ice. Mickish is going to be able to get one past the defenseman trying to hold the zone. 1-1 we skate, 11:15, clock moving here in the first. Bringing it through the neutral ice. Rebecki off of a skate. Deflects to the right side wing with Chase Pickett. Pickett gets it to Johnson. Back to Pickett on the half boards. 44 skated it on his forehand. Down to Pearson. He's got it, skate on the faceoff net, throws one up, and it's going to go off with his stick. Lifted diagonally off of Alex Voss. The defenseman got his wood in the way, and it deflected into the rafters, and we'll have a stop-ins. 5-1 shots on goal. For Bayport, that one shot on goal is the only goal that they scored, so fortunate that percentage is in their favor there. 10:55 to go in the first period. Dennis DeBush letting us know that basketball 36-33, Bayport leading to Pere. That's the other video stream with Mike and Cole. Great to have Pat and Dennis with us on a Friday night. Lance Learman out there watching and listening from Newton, as well as Jody DeLong-Mickish from the UP. Bayport on the penalty kill rather. Fountain into the near side corner for West Bend. Get it down. 2-11, that's Davenport. Davenport into the corner for West Bend again. Drop it off for Kleba. Kleba, assistant captain, into the far side corner. to another fellow captain, this one being Andrew Butler. Butler in the corner. Plays it down. On the goal line. 5-on-4 for another 30 seconds for this West Bend team in a 1-1 hockey game. Looking to facilitate from in behind. Looking for a pass to the front and trying to be a little too fine with the passing, I think, was Kleba. And he'll clear his zone and I'll clear the entire length of ice with 15 seconds yet, under 10 minutes to go in the first. Pass forward a little too far for Butler. And Komrosky's going to try to swat it out of the zone. Brought back in by Kleba. Toe dragger on a defenseman between the rings. Looking to drop it somewhere. Turns it over. Picked up by Sam Lyons. And the power play has expired. We're back to even strength. 9:35. Clock moving here in the first period. Huge hit on Alex Voss as he tries to cross into the West Bend zone. He was just simply trying to gain control of the puck. Deflection in on Niemi. And it's going to miss to the right of the goaltender. Sliding over from left to right goes Niemi, and it just narrowly misses the far side post. So we will have an icing call on West Bend. 9:24 to go in the opening period. Each team has scored. Shots on goal again, 5-1 in favor of the Bears. Magai face off to his right as he comes out a step above the crease. Pirates win the draw. They get it to Komrosky on the wing. Down to Fahey, thrown in front. Kick save. The left leg gets out for Magai. And West Bend keeps it at 1-1. Puck played down for West Bend and down for an icing as it was just a simple play. A little pass backhand to go off for a line change, but it went from beyond the red line at the center of the ice. Those of you that may be new to hockey, you have to get to the red line and beyond before you can pass it all the way down. Otherwise, it is called an icing. If you are skating 5-on-5, you have to cross the red. Pearson Johnson trying to go right side, looking for a cross pass. Tyler Brady gets in the way. Slap shot in, kicks, saved aside by Niemi. Traffic in front on the rebound, give it up. And it's in behind net, Bayport with Bryce Strand. Strand to play it up to Ty Fralick. Nice poke check by Fralick, and then a tripping call on Pearson Johnson. And Bayport's going to get the favor right back. They're going to go a man up. Power play for the Pirates. This one's going to come at 8:13. And it's going to be a Pearson Johnson tripping. 2-minute minor on Pearson Johnson for tripping at 8:13 in the first period. Bayport, their first look at the power play. And again, it has been woeful this year for Bayport. Jay Rebar retreating to his own zone, gets it to Tyler Brady. Looking for Sam Lyons. Sam was not quite ready for it, and Bayport turns it over, and Butler will give chase on the far side corner for West Bend. Butler looking across. Nice pass. Right side, nobody in front, and a wrestler's going to be off the shoulder. Lichtensteiger had a great look, and Niemi got his left shoulder in the way. Puck to the near side corner. Little moments like that can turn games in the postseason. I know it's early, and we're just halfway through the first period. But in postseason, goals seem a little tougher to come by. Ty Fralick trying to wheel around far side circle. He'll lose it to the corner. Harassed over there. West Bend trying to get out of the zone. They can't. Brady off the boards. Gets it to Carl Cano. He'll skate to the wing to the point to Rebar. Right side Brady. Back to Jay right at the point. Just inside the blue. Skates in. Throws it in front. Rebound given up. Carl Cano slaps at it. Misses in behind Magai. Fralick to the right wing to Tyler Brady. Brady skates to the point. He'll throw in a wrister. Saved by Magai again. Rebound. Carl trying to go. He gets a stick at his midsection. Loses it. And Bayport can't hold the zone. And Tyler Brady, in trying to save the zone, accidentally brings it for an offsides. And we'll have a neutral zone faceoff. 7:28 to go in the first period. Bayport will have 42 more seconds a man up. They have tallied 3 shots on goal here in this power play. That's been Bayport's biggest bugaboo. They just simply don't get any shots on goal. They had a power play against Pere 2 weekends ago where they had possession of the puck for over 1:45 and they recorded 0 shots on goal. They're not afraid to pass, but sometimes you just got to throw it on net. 7:10 clock moving here in the opening period of play. A 1-1 hockey game from Cornerstone Community Ice Center. Komrosky for Bayport gets it to Strand at the left wing. From blue wing to wing, Strand at the point. Get it to Komorowski, slap shot, one-timer in front. Rebound given up, and a backhand attempt by Alex Voss as he's falling down. He sends it across the face of goal and not able to get it in the open 4x6 with Magai out of the way. We're back to full strength 5-on-5 hockey here. 6:40 to go in the first period, and some extra shoving by West Bend in front of their own bench. And things will clear up there as we will have a stoppage. 6-4-1 on the first period scoreboard. 1-1 our score. A face-off is going to come to the left of Kenny Magai. Both goaltenders so far have given up some rebounds. Each of them have come with traffic in front of themselves. So each goal came with no help from their defense whatsoever, but for both the goaltenders, Niemi and Magai, you're going to have to help yourself out in that aspect too and not give up the extra look. Bayport trying to play on the half boards, gets it down to Brady Gilbertson. Hit into the boards, loses the puck, picked back up by Mickish. Elliott gets sent into the glass. Puck chipped to the neutralized area. It'll be controlled by Bayport with Tyler Brady. Bayport's going to have to regain the zone. Burns looking for Gilbertson. A hit connection for West Bend and approval by the West Bend bench. Gilbertson looking for a return of the favor. Puck through the neutralized area. Trying to bring in the zone is the Bears. And they'll bring it left side into the zone with Sawyer Lichtensteiger. Pushed down by Jay Rebar. Playing behind net. Get it with Ian Selson, Bayport's defenseman. 5:44, clock moving here in the first period. Puck up to the neutralized area. It's going to go a little too far, and icing will be the call. Face-off down next to Niemi. 5:39, first period. Blocker, stick sives, face-off for Niemi. He watches on Pirates win the draw. Alex Voss trying to play it to Jay Rebar. Can't connect on the pass, but at the very least, they're able to clear the zone. And Bryce Strand, who whiffs on a pass, trying to get up to Ty Freilich. Puck sent down by West Bend. But Bayport possesses it again. Stretch pass up for Rebar, a little out of the way. Through neutralize. Dancing around will be Voss. Again, he's starting at defense tonight and playing back, as Bayport's had some woeful moments defensively, but he is a forward by trade. Freilich into the corner, trying to get help from a teammate. Push down, Jay Rebar dancing around near side, plays under Bryce Strand. Again, a wrister, kick save. Magai drops at the last second as he was standing up tall. Rebound in front, Ty Freilich lights the lamp for Bayport. 12:09 first period, and the Pirates able to net a goal that gives them the 2-1 lead. .12:09, and it's Ty Freilich to light the lamp for the 3 seed. We'll wait for the official call on assists, as there was more rebounds. We just talked about that a little bit ago. Rebounds by both goaltenders have been given up. And now Pearson Johnson, a break right side. Pearson looking for some help. Pass fake, now able to get it near side to Wenzel. Wenzel carries it in behind net. Ryan pushed right off the puck to a teammate, though. An acute angle shot from the goal line sent in by West Bend. Bayport's going to make the save with Niemi, and then Bayport sends it the length of the ice off a deflection of West Bend, so ice it'll be waved off. 4:15, clock moving here in the first. Pirates now a 2-1 lead on the scoreboard. West Bend trying to send it up, looking for Johnson again. Pearson left wing, 2-on-1 right side. Johnson across the face of goal, looking for a pass. Tried to get it to Chase Pickett, but Bayport got a stick down and disrupted the pass on what could have been a one-time opportunity. Pickett back into the zone. Middle blue line throws one in, and a glove save left hand, as the save will be made by Niemi, and the Bayport goaltender will freeze the clock at 3:55 here in period number 1. That was a good-looking rush, 2-on-1 by West Bend. But Bayport, I wasn't sure if it was Strand or Brady, one of which got their stick down and deflected it to not allow the golden look from Pickett. Puck in behind the cage. Niemi moving from his right shoulder, his left shoulder, moving his neck, looking around. Puck played on the half boards, deflected up in front of the Bayport bench, and Ty Freilich's going to come get the bouncing puck, lose an edge. Ice is slippery, and he falls down as he crosses in front of the West Bend bench. Puck poke checked away. Bayport trying to play it to Rebar. Into the zone. Jay on the near half boards. Poking at it. West Bend plays it up with Butler. Butler weaving around defenders. Left side wing, stops in the zone, now throws in a wrister, paddled aside. Nemi moves nicely from left to right, making the save. Bayport off the boards to the neutral ice area. Rebar gets it out, delayed off sides. And will allow Bayport to touch the puck. Selson trying to play it up to Mickish. A little too far. Elliott then trying to connect on it. That's not going to work, and West Bend will be called for an icing once again. 2:56. We're under 3 minutes to go in the first period. Shots on goal are 8-7 in favor of West Bend, but the goal, Bayport has scored the last two. It was Strand and Freilich, the last two goal scorers for Bayport. Face off to the right of Magai. Draw to be won by Mickish. He'll win it. One-timer off the face-off win by Bryce Strand, and no traffic to deal with for Magai, and Kenny is able to make the save. We have a West Bend skater that the official and him are not on the same page. They're going to chase him out of the faceoff dot, and Eli Mickish, Elliott, whatever you want to call him. Mr. Mickish, Little Mickish, Mick. He wins the draw. Puck lost out to the neutral ice area, though. Burns trying to get it to Gilbertson. Bayport's third line out there. Burns turns it over. Puck bouncing at the gates. Picked up by Brady. Bayport to play it up with Gilbertson. Left side with Mickish. Elliott into the zone. Left side face-off circle. Throws in a wrister. Saved by the shoulder of Magai. And the rebound caroms over the glass into the netting. And another face-off coming to the right of Kenny. The West Bend goaltender has been active as of late. Ice Bears owned the first half of the first. Bayport has kind of been in command ever since that penalty that gave them a power play look. Some shift in the dot. Face-off draw one by Bayport. Fahey from Komrosky. Little small slap shot. Not much gusto on it. That'll be saved aside. Bayport with the forecheck now as they push their forwards up. And that will lead to a rush right side. Bring it in with Wenzel. Tyler stripped of the puck. Dancing between the rings. Carl Connell coming back. He'll pick it up. At least try to pass it to a teammate. Can't connect with Voss. But it will be deflected into the corner as West Bend sends it back in. Bayport with a rush left side now. Samuels looking left wing, looking to pass it somewhere. 7 loses it. Trying to help him out and pick it up is Komrosky, looking for a one-timer in front. Aiden Fahey, they can't connect. A minute and a half to go in the first period. Pearson Johnson back the other way. Johnson looking for help again. Pearson seems to get some good looks, but he has nobody to come into the zone with him. That's about the third time now that he's broke into the zone alone. Rebar looking neutral. Gets it up to Sam Lyons, and Bayport has tripped over that blue line twice. Give away at neutral ice. They have a skater down behind the play, and that is going to stop Bayport from bringing into the zone. 1:09 to go in the first period, and the officials are going to go check out the young man. It's either Wenzel or Kleba. It's a 9 on the sweater. It's 39. Assistant captain Odin Kleba. Back to that Freilich goal. They credited Komrosky and Strand with the assists. Face off to the right of Magai. Again, 69 seconds on the drop of the puck left in the first. Puck to the wing. Bryce Strand wins. Keeps it in the zone. Teams will chip at it just amongst the dasher boards. Sam Lyons trying to get to it. He gets tied up behind net. Hit coming in from both squads. Ty Freilich dumps it off for Jay Rebar. Rebar trying to play it to a teammate. Nobody's there to help him, though. Rebar looking for a blind pass. Lyons looking for a crashing Bryce Strand, but Strand vacated the wing. And Bayport clears their own zone. 35 seconds before the period comes to a close. Puck sent up to the neutral ice area. And we're going to have a forward hand pass called on West Bend. And that might set up an end of period situation with 30.3 seconds left, where Bayport might get a look. Especially late in these situations, you don't want to give up those looks in your end of the faceoffs next to your goaltender. Magai is going to have a glove side faceoff taken at his left. Draw won by West Bend beneath the skates of a couple players. And the puck's just sitting there, and Aiden Fahey's going to slap at it and send one to the near side corner. Doesn't reach target, but play continues. One-timer in front. Cano, a beautiful look. A blind pass from Carl Cano from behind the net to the near side post. And Aiden Fahey, all he had to do was get any air under it, and he scores. And he couldn't get it off the ice, and it goes as a deflection into the netting. Cano couldn't have dropped it off onto the forehand any better. Face off again. At the point, it's Voss. 15 seconds left in the period. Rebound carried off some sticks. It never reached net. Carried him off a couple of players. Fahey gets it to Cano into the corner to Samuels. 5 seconds left in the period. Chipping after it will be Fahey in front. One-timer comes through, and Magai is going to come out to the top of his crease and make the glove save just as the period expires. We've had some action in the first 17 minutes of play here from Cornerstone. Shots on goal, they're going to be recorded here at the rink as 11-8 in favor of Bayport. The score is 2-1 in favor of Bayport. Each team had a penalty. Each team was unsuccessful in trying to cash in on their 5-on-4. We're going to step aside and take a break. First intermission is here from Cornerstone Community Ice Center. Bayport, they lead West Bend 2-1. You listen to Bayport Pirate Hockey.
Let me ask you something. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Thought about it? Good. See where North Shore Bank wants to see you. Taking the trip you've been dreaming of, or upgrading your ride, or even refreshing your kitchen. Wherever you see yourself, they want to help you get there. That's because with their low 3.5% APR 10-year home loan, North Shore Bank can help you pay down your mortgage sooner. And with no mortgage payments, that means you'll have a lot more money to spend on the things you want to do rather than the things you need to do. Become mortgage-free today at NorthshoreBank.com. Hurry, apply by November 30th, 2017. Visit NorthshoreBank.com or call 877-773-7825 for details. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jeff Deacon, Shore West Realtors, is your Howard Swamico real estate agent. Whether you're buying your first house or downsizing, Jeff has over 19 years of experience and can help find your dream home. Call Jeff at 606-3333 or visit jeffdeacon.shorewest.com. Jeff Deacon, Shore West Realtors, your local real estate expert.
Hey, let's be honest. You know how it is. If you're a sports fan, there is no such thing as too much sports information. Well, that's just one of the reasons to follow Voice of BP on Twitter. We're talking live tweeting every Bayport broadcast. And don't stop there. Like us on Facebook, because when it comes to Pirate sports, the more ways to get it, the better.
Zesty's Frozen Custard and Grill. Zesty's, serving up a full food and frozen custard menu. Now open right across from Bayport High School at 2639 Lineville Road. Offering a different flavor of the day, each day 11 until 9. Try their weekly special baskets, or enjoy some of Zesty's awesome, fresh, frozen custard. Zesty's Frozen Custard and Grill, the finest frozen custard in town.
Is your website meeting your business needs? Time for a refresh? Reach out to Just J Creative, providing web design, SEO optimization, social media strategy, and brand development solutions. Just J has proudly partnered with local small businesses and nonprofits on their success journeys. Reach out to Jessica Jakes, owner and designer at justjcreative.com to get started.
Do you have any questions or comments? Get involved with the game. Tweet your questions and send your comments to Bayport Radio on Twitter at Voice of BP.
17 minutes in the books from Cornerstone Community Ice Center. Chris Learman with you, Tim Nemi, as well as the Pirates. They have a 2-1 lead over the Bears after one. It only took a minute 43, and Colton Kress was able to score. Pearson Johnson for West Bend Co-op had a puck in the zone. He actually lost it on the far side half boards, and he let it go, and he decided to go off for a line change. Bayport had two skaters closest to the puck, and neither one went to go get it. Coming down was Andrew Butler. Butler, who is actually the leading scorer, he picked up his 31st assist on the season. To put that in perspective, that's more assists than any Bayport player has points on the entire year. But Butler, a very good skater. He picked it up on the half board, skated down to the corner. There were 5 set of eyes for Bayport staring at Butler in the corner. Nobody on the goaltender's left-hand side. So he passed it across everybody, and he was able to find Colton Kress, who had only the goaltender to beat, and crashing in inside the face-off dot, he sent it over Nemi's shoulder under the crossbar, and that made it 1-0 in favor of West Bend. Bayport tied it up just a minute and 15 seconds later. Bryce Strand a goal, as there was play in behind the net. Nobody covered up number 17. Strand had the puck only 10, 15 feet away. He was not far from the crease whatsoever, but there was nobody that stepped in front of the defenseman. He credited the assist to Rebar and Frelick. That made it 1-1. We traded tripping minors, Brady of Bayport, Johnson of West Bend. Neither resulted in anything. And then Bayport got a goal from Ty Frelick. Assists were credited to Komrosky and Strand. That coming at 12:09 of the first period, where the shots on goal were recorded 11-8. We will set up the second period here, and now it's going to be the long exchange. And I will be quite interested to see how this is handled on the side of things from the forecheck of West Bend. They play their forwards so high. McGuy to the right, Nemi to the left. The long exchange with that high forwards. See if Bayport is able to take advantage of that. Butler sends one down the sheet of ice and across the smooth pavement. It'll slide freely down for an icing just 13 seconds in. Shout out to KK, Vivi, and Gigi Kano. Listening, just moved back in the area of Rochester, Minnesota. Great to have you along. Your cousin's doing well out there. West Bend wins the faceoff draw next to their goaltender, McGuy, and they'll try to bring it up ice. Shot's going to be thrown in on Nemi, deflect off the back boards. Unfortunately for the Pirates, Tyler Brady was back there. Puck into the near side half boards. Rebecki trying to play one on the face of the dot, and he tried to actually cross over, go to his forehand, and he simply fell down, loses the puck, but it stays with West Bend. Butler's got it in the corner. Taken away by Sean Samuels. Samuels plays it off the boards. Kept in the zone by West Bend. Chipped up forward. And now it's going to be Aiden Fahey on the goaltender. Pressure from his right. Fahey trying to cross around. And he's not going to be able to get there. Wrister comes from Fahey. Hits the near side post. Not going to be credited with a shot on goal. Puck brought by Kleba. So he's back. He went down hurt earlier. Stick save by Marcus Nemi. And the Bayport goaltender sends one, redirects it to the half boards. Bayport to the neutral ice area. Left side with Lichtensteiger. 8 trying to take on 3 different Pirates. Back to 8. Lichtensteiger trying to throw in a wrister, loses it, then dumps it into the corner. Strand, half boards to Frelick. Lichtensteiger holds the wing, loses it off the heel of his stick. Puck redirects to the near side half boards, and a race to it's going to be won by West Bend. Into the corner goes Johnson. Pearson along the goal line, trying to tap it in. Right in front of the crease is 44 Chase Pickett. But it's redirected off of the blade of the goaltender stick, Marcus Nemi. Goes all the way across the face and into the netting, and we'll have a stoppage. 15:22, or a minute and 38 gone by in the second period. Bayport 2-1. Shot in on Nemi off the face-off win. Saved by the Bayport senior. Bayport chips it up the ice on the far side boards. And the loose bouncing biscuit will be picked up by Rebecki as he drops back to his own zone. Or rather, Alex Fountain. Off the backboards to Pickett. Looking for somewhere to pass it. A breakout pass. Stopped by Alex Voss. Brought in by Freilich. Ty will slap it around the left corner. Rings around to the right. To dig it out will be Pickett. And harass him from behind is Sam Lyons. Komrosky throws one off of his teammate Ty Freilich. Ty wins the race to the puck, as that's just simply a senior outmuscling a sophomore, just physically stronger. Puck lost in front, chipped up to the blue line, and Johnson's going to take it across the red line onto the wing. Komrosky. Pirates, West Bend has nobody back. Cano to bring in it with Brady. Near side, Bayport had a 3-on-none, trying to send it by. They can't score. Out of net is McGuy. He's going to get to his feet. Bayport had a possible 5-on-none. West Bend had a very poor line change, and the Pirates barely get a shot on goal. Sean Samuels into the corner. Boy, if the Bears can get this out of the zone here, they will dodge an enormous bullet. Puck to the wing, and here it comes across. No, Pickett's going to stay in the zone. Whiffs on a pass, trying to get it out. Chase gets back to it, and he'll send it up, tipped at the neutral ice area. Bayport had a huge look, and Tyler Brady skating with his head down, didn't see Cano, just simply waiting at the blue line with nobody around him. Trying out of the zone is Bayport. Rister comes in, Davenport trying to tip it by in front West Bend, redirects to the far side corner. Fountain sends one in front. That's stopped by the blade of a defenseman, Brady. Doesn't allow it to get on his fellow senior. Into the near side corner at Karams. Cano up with it for Bayport. Cano gets hit. Puck through the neutral ice area. And flipped up into the stands. It'll be a race to the puck. Go down to pick up the loose rubber. 13-13, second period. And we still have a 2-1 score. That was the score at the end of the first. Neutral ice face-off to be won by West Bend. They'll throw a bouncer in front. Bounces right at the ankles of Nemi. He drops to a knee. Plays it to a teammate. Rebar trying to get it to Sam Lyons. They can't get it across the blue line. Now they do, but a little too far. It'll be picked up for West Bend. It'll be taken right side wing and sent in. Sent in by Butler. Puck's going to get in on Nemi, and he'll make the save. 12:52 to go in the second period in a 2-1 hockey game. Bayport has the lead. Shots on goal this period, 3-1 in favor of West Bend. Bayport's the home team due to the higher seed, and West Bend has not allowed the final change. A couple times that they've tried to take it, and the officials sorting that out. Ty Freilich, right wing, drops one off to Sam Lyons. Lyons on the near side faceoff dot. Puck into the near side corner. Chipped around by West Bend, trying to get into their own zone, and with a collision and clash of the sticks and checks, we will have a puck out to the neutral ice area. Brought back in by Ty Freilich, near side corner. Ty trying to get to it, dumps it in front for Jay Rebar. Rebar can't handle it, loses it to the corner. Jay gets back to it. To the wing with Alex Voss. Arm is up for a penalty, and we're going to have an interference call. And this is going to be 2 minutes for Ty Freilich. So just as he lost the opportunity to send it down at 4:40, it'll be Ty Freilich with interference. Second time tonight. Man advantage goes to West Bend. Bears right side wing. Trying to throw it in front with Lichtensteiger. He loses it. Gains it back and dumps it in behind net. Kleba gets it to the half boards. Near side to Butler, trying to go across the face of goal. Lifted, Arister, the forehand lefty. Sent over everything, stays on the ice, but goes the length of the ice by Turner Putzolta. Or rather, this one was by Peyton Fountain. Not 3, but 13. Butler, left side blue line, brings it in the zone. Looking to drop one off. Andrew does. To Kleba on the goal line, throwing in front, redirected off of Tyler Brady's stick, across the face of goal. Karam's in the far side corner. Bryce Strand trying to get to it. He can't. Kleba on the half board, skates down to the wing, drops it off. Fountain throws it in front. Rebound in front off with a deflection of a defenseman and into the glove of Marcus Niemi for Bayport. 57 seconds off of the power play. 11:23 to go here in the second. So it's a 2-minute minor for interference on Ty Freilich at 4:40 in the second period. Niemi watches, face off to his left, and the draw will be won by West Bend, but they clear the entire sheet of ice. Ice Bears from their own zone. Good forecheck by Jay Rebar. Rebar dumps into the near side corner. Sam Lyons is going to go give chase. Lyons and Rebar not the typical penalty killers for Bayport, but doing a very fine job right now. That's, if not their first line, then at least their second line forwards. Voss is going to come up and play it now. Gets it to Rebar in the half boards, and now Bayport's going to be content to drop all the way back with Komrosky. In only 22 seconds yet, Bayport is down a man. Applause from the Bayport faithful to our right, just below us. Puck sent up ice by Rebecki, trying to connect it to Johnson and a little too far, and only 10 more seconds. West Bend, 17.9 on the power play. That's not too shabby. 15 of 84. Face-off draw won by Kano. He's going to try to drop it off for Bayport. Back to their own end, and we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Icing's going to be waved off. Puck in behind net. Kano trying to race to it. Then behind the cage. Get to it. Sean Samuels. Get it back to Carl. Kano to Sean. Get it to the wing to Ian Selson. Across the blue line. Brady down to the far side corner. Kano trying a one-time backhand in front. That misses off of his stick, but into the corner it goes back to Carl. Trying to jam it is Fahey. In front, and it's going to go off the side of a skate and redirect for the Ice Bears as they'll try to bring it back up. 18 on the ice, and the Ice Bears do not have an 18 on their roster. Selson into the far side corner. 9:35 clock moving here in the second. Mickish, drop back to Voss. Cross defenseman to defenseman. Brady. Tyler left wing brings it in. Carries it around. Mickish is going to try to dig it out. And Elliot Mickish just simply lost an edge, and he's going to drill the boards. Got to talk to his grandfather a little bit. Grandpa comes from the UP, and he's sitting 2 inches below us. Typically listens in for all of Eli's games, but he is here in person tonight, along with a few of his cousins, or Elliot's cousins. Puck through the neutral ice area. Rebecki sends it up to Butler. Rister comes in, blocker to side. Niemi stuck out his right arm and able to send it into the near side corner. Lyons trying to chip it up with Zach Burns. Bryce Strand plays it off the back glass, and in trying to pass it to a teammate, he gets it over the glass. 8:39. We're almost halfway point of the second. And we have a face-off coming next to Niemi. Tyler Bix out there listening. Great to have you along, T-Bex. Face off to the right of Niemi. He's going to try to move from the right post. Puck in behind the cage. He totally spins around. Shot in front. Redirected. Kick saved by Niemi. And now he tries to go to the left side post. Shot in front. Pressure put on by Fountain and the Ice Bears. Into the near side corner with Butler. Butler on the half boards. We skate 5-on-5, but this looks like a power play. Finally, it's deflected. Picked up by Jay Rebar for the Pirates. And Rebar sends it up ice, where it'll be taken and collected by Colton Kress. Kress has the lone goal tonight for West Bend. In behind net, Kress loses it. Kleba, near side, trying to tap it by his Ty Freilich, and Ty just simply had nothing on it. He was debating either if he should center it or if he should ram it around on the wraparound, or if he should lift it. And a result in trying to do all three in the same time, he is unsuccessful in doing so. Bobby T, watching and listening from Winona. I'm sure he gets ready for baseball season at St. Mary's. Bob, I hope things are going well and hope that baseball this year will be a go for you. Near turnover, puck picked up by Peyton Fountain. Looking for a breakout. Fountain looking for Kleba. Out to the neutral ice area. A couple of skaters tied up. Samuels passing up, looking for Kano. Indecision between Kano and Sellison, who should go get it. Bayport back to their own zone with Voss. Alex playing it up for Fahey. Aiden trying to get to it. Puck deflected to the neutral ice area again. Johnson in. Pearson, stick lift by Fahey, gets it out of their possession. Picked up by Kano, right side wing. Carl throws one in front, trying to dump one to a break-in in Fahey. And when he sends it in, it hits the deflected stick and into the netting and out of play. 7-12 second period. Shots on goal are 13-13. Score has not changed. We're still at 2-1 Bayport. Face off to the left of Magai. Mcaugghey. West Bend player trying to skate without a mask. The official says get off and put it on. Face off to the left of Magai. And the junior sees his team win it, cleared out to the neutral ice area. Magai will stop it in behind net. Bayport's just been a more physical, stronger team so far. Strand to the point to Tyler Brady, throws it in front, redirected, rebound, give it up, and West Bend's able to clear it to the side. Trying to get out of their own zone, they finally do so. They dodged a bullet there on a rebound, give it up. Puck now brought in with Fountain. Mason Bublitz will wrap it around. Slap shot comes in off the shin guards of Jay Rebar, able to get in front of it. And now Brady trying to get it up to Sam Lyons. Lyons with the break-in, trip from behind, and we might have a penalty shot coming up, and we will. It's going to be Sammy Lyons as an intentional trip from behind as he breaks in one-on-one with the goaltender. So the puck will be set down at center ice. Magai in between the pipes to the right. Officials just going over things, what can and cannot happen here. As Sam Lyons waits for it right at the center of the Rush Olympic Pavilion. 71 approaches, takes it with a forehand blue line. Between the face-off dots on the forehand, goes backhand, trying to get up by the left leg pad, and Magai is able to make the save. Can't see the rebound, but it redirects past the far side post, and we remain at 2-1 Bayport. Face off to the right of Magai. Shot in from the wing by Komrosky. In between the face-off dots. We've had a lot of tie-ups there. Bayport hasn't been able to get good looks. Fahey to the face-off. Wing throws it in front. Rebound, give it up. Kono trying to lift one past the goaltender. Stopped again by the defenseman. Komrosky in front. Bayport just trying to throw it on net. The wise thing to do. Into the corner at Karams. Fahey chips it to Carl Kano. Trying to throw it in behind. Looking for Sean Samuels. That hits the skate and redirects. Fahey looking to center one. Played in behind net again. Fahey throws it, paddled aside by the goaltender of West Bend. Sent the length of the ice, and it's going to go down for an icing with 5:35 to go in the second. Face off the right of the guy again. Sellison in front, redirected by Brady Gilbertson, and misses into the near side corner. Bayport is getting some looks, getting some traffic in front of Magai, and getting some rebound opportunities. Lions into the corner. Sam skates to the faceoff dot. Gets tied up in front. Rebound and a goal. Bayport is going to take a 3-1 lead. As I believe it to be Brady Gilbertson for the Pirates, and it is 19 on a puck that was basically dead because the initial shot got tied up, and it allowed it to go right to Gilbertson with the goaltender already sprawling out of position. 11:48, the time of goal. And it's 3-1 Bayport. Slap shot comes in, misses wide of everything. Is Nemi seeing a quick pressure next to him? Puck kept in the zone with Rebecki, trying to throw it in front. Stopped by Brady, and out Bayport with a rush right side. Rebar playing one to Sam Lyons. Lyons on the face-off dot, trying to lift one off the side of the cage, and he'll get his rebound. Lyons then to the wing, and the defensemen aren't in the way of the pass, and Bayport clears their own zone. 4.5 minutes to go here in the third. Pass up to Sean Samuels. Samuels throws it in front. Kicked aside. Magai got his right leg packed out. And, boy, that was that was almost like a super ball. Bouncy ball all the way up and over as he kicked out his right pillow and makes the save. And a face-off comes to his left. 4:21 to go in the second. Bayport a 2-goal lead. Now, I missed who the assists were credited to. It should be Lyons, and I'm not sure who else. We'll get that at intermission. 3-1 Bayport, 4:21 to go in the second. Voss slaps one in front, and Gilbertson trying to deflect it. A little traffic, but Magai is going to make the save anyways. Boys' game should be final by now, I believe. Magai watching on again. Face-off win by Bayport. Voss on the right side wing. Nobody closes out in time in front of him. Redirected. Mickish. Oh, he almost sends it by. He chops it over the shoulder of the goaltender, but also over the crossbar. West Bend now trying to break out. They'll have it right side. Another skater that's unlisted on the scoring sheet, number 17. They have 17 and 18 skating. I don't have either of them on our roster. On the half boards, Bears. Right side wing, shot in front by Bublitz. That's going to be off of the skate of a Bayport defenseman. Getting away with Strand. Bayport up to the neutral ice area. Bublitz trying to get out of trouble. Voss sticks it back to Burns. Zach loses possession of it and then gets hit. Near side with Voss. Trying to dig at it. Puck deflected into the corner. Picked up by Max Davenport. Max with 2 X's. Shot in front off of a skate. It almost deflects past Nemi. Into the corner it goes. Trying to send it up ice. Bouncing puck. Sean Samuels is going to get hit as the puck's out to the neutral ice area. And we're going to have arm up for a penalty. And we are interference. Samuels was going right. Puck went left. Therefore, the hit came on a player that was not at the puck. And that will result in interference. 13:55 in the second. And it's going to be interference on number 5, Alex Fountain. So 3:05 in the second period in Bayport here. We'll get full 2 minutes in the second. Freilich digs it out, gets it to rebar left side wing. He'll skate to the wing, or to the point rather. Throws in front, stopped by Cano. One-timer trying to snipe is Sam Lyons. And a beautiful glove save made by the goaltender of West Bend, that being Kenny Magai. We have another no face mask, and this is going to be a bench warning, I believe, on West Bend. That's their second skater that is out there without a face mask on. Pirates win the draw once again. If you're West Bend, you have to win the draw when you're down a man. Help your goaltender out a little bit. Lions from Rebar. One-timer in front to Kano. Redeflected off of a defenseman's stick into the corner. Butler giving chase. Tyler Brady trying to get it to a teammate. He can't. And picked up by West Bend. At the very least, cleared the zone. Frelick trying to get it to Rebar. Jay spins around. Backhand, get it to Frelick. Slows it down enough to Brady. Tyler up to Ty. Frelick dumps it in behind. Giving chase will be Kano. To the near side corner, Jay Rebar. Jay, Mother Beth standing up just to my right. Hit into the wall. We're going to have a penalty. And we're going to have an interference call. And I think it's going to be on Bayport this time. We'll see what the official call is. As Rebar is still down a little bit on a knee. It's going to be on Frelick. So that'll cancel that power play after only 50 seconds. At 14:45, a minor penalty has been assessed to number 41, Ty Frelick. 2 minutes for interference. Ty Frelick, 2 minutes at 14:45 in the second period. So we're going to skate 4-on-4 for a minute 10. Face out to right of Nemi. Brady trying to wrap around the corner. Chipped up, and Sam Lyons out ahead of steam trying to get past Pearson Johnson. Johnson's been one of the faster skaters in the entire ice all evening long. Puck in, Bublitz trying to get to it. Trying to play it to Kleba. A possible breakout for West Bend, and Johnson on the right wing. I just mentioned that Johnson's been one of the faster skaters. He got back and just could not connect on a tape-to-tape to him. Lions, a minute 45 to go in the period. Get it to Samuels. Sean on the half boards, throws it in front and paddled up into the netting as the save made by McGuy. 1:38 to go in the period and only 33 seconds, a man up. Or rather, before West Bend goes a man up. Chris Learman, Tim Nemi with you. NEW Sports Radio, Bayport Varsity Hockey, YouTube streams, also the Facebook Live, Voice of BP. Great to have you along on a Friday night regional final hockey. Pirates with a 3-1 lead on the scoreboard. They have the only goal here in the second. Pass left side, Fountain. Brings it into the zone. Rister and seen it the entire way as Nemi, and he can't. It hits the heel of his hand, and he can't keep it in the glove. Fortunately, nobody was quite close enough to put any pressure on him, but he has to dive out and make the save. I think that's because Dad didn't break in his glove enough, huh? You know, you're out there. You got to throw a ball 500 times in the backyard before you break in your mitt. Maybe the leather wasn't quite broken in enough there, but nevertheless, we stay at 3-1. 19 seconds left to the power play. Shot in, a blocker save by Nemi. Puck between the rings, and Bayport's able to backhand it down the length of the ice. It's going to go miss down the side, and an icing will be called. 1:13 left in the period. Ebling family watching from home, and they're ready for a big weekend. Big weekend of hockey ahead. I think their season might be winding down until they start their state tournament run. Full strength of the Bears, so they'll have a 5-on-4 here for 40 seconds. Rebar in the far side half boards gets spun around. Puck out to the neutral ice area. Komrowski's just going to tap it down. Continue. With 1 minute to go, Lichtensteiger from his own zone. Moving right to left through the neutral ice area, brings it across the blue line, right wing, throws it in at the feet of Alex Voss. Karam's in on Nemi, he has to redirect it, and Bayport's able to send it the length of the ice. 15 seconds, the difference between 5-on-4 and time is roughly 14 seconds. Butler into the corner. He loses possession of the puck. Gets it back to a teammate. Rebecki to the wing. Gets it far side to Alex Fountain. He had the latest penalty. And now we're back to 5-on-5. 13 seconds left in the second period. Bayport clinging to a 2-goal lead. In is Ty Fralick trying to chip it out of the zone. Bayport trying to get it up to him. Sam Lyons. No, it's Butler with it. Face off. That throws it in front. Kick save. Sticks got tied up in front. And almost a goal from behind. Sticks get tied up in front of Nemi. And it caroms behind net. Then it was Kleba from behind, throws a centering pass that hits off the skate of a Bayport player, redirects in front of the crease, and had there been time on the clock, that would have been interesting, but the clock expires as it enters the crease. And we are at the end of the second. Boy, we've had some good action at times. And what is a 3-1 Pirate lead on the scoreboard. And we will start the second intermission. One goal that period, that coming from the Pirates. From Gilbertson. Also, it was assisted by Lyons and Rebar. Shots on goal that period go 9-9. So they sit end total 20-17 after 2. We'll step aside and take a break. Second intermission is upon us. Bayport, they lead it by 2 after 2. You listen to Bayport Pirate Hockey.
You're listening to Bayport Pirates Sports on NEW Sports Radio at newsportsradio.com.
Jeff Deacon, Shore West Realtors, is your Howard Swamico real estate agent. Whether you're buying your first house or downsizing, Jeff has over 19 years of experience and can help find your dream home. Call Jeff at 606-3333 or visit jeffdeacon.shorewest.com. Jeff Deacon, Shore West Realtors, your local real estate expert.
Zesty's Frozen Custard and Grill. Zesty's, serving up a full food and frozen custard menu. Now open right across from Bayport High School at 2639 Lineville Road. Offering a different flavor of the day, each day 11 until 9. Try their weekly special baskets or enjoy some of Zesty's awesome, fresh, frozen custard. Zesty's Frozen Custard and Grill, the finest frozen custard in town.
At North Shore Bank, we think you should be able to invest in whatever you like. That's why we offer low rates on a home equity line of credit, so that you can use the money from your home on whatever you choose. You can choose to take your kitchen from cringeworthy to chef-worthy. Or you can choose to take your credit card from making payments to paid in full. Or you can choose to help your baby get ready for college, even if you're not. The choice is yours. And if you're not sure if a home equity line of credit is right for you, come discuss your options at your nearest branch. North Shore Bank, the bank of you, and whatever you choose to spend your money on. Learn more about our home equity line of credit rates and start your application online. Visit northshorebank.com today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you have any questions or comments? Get involved with the game. Tweet your questions and send your comments to Bayport Radio on Twitter at Voice of BP.
Is your website meeting your business needs? Time for a refresh? Reach out to Just J Creative, providing web design, SEO optimization, social media strategy, and brand development solutions. Just J has proudly partnered with local small businesses and nonprofits on their success journeys. Reach out to Jessica Jakes, owner and designer at justjcreative.com to get started.
Hey, let's be honest. You know how it is. If you're a sports fan, there is no such thing as too much sports information. Well, that's just one of the reasons to follow Voice of BP on Twitter. We're talking live tweeting every Bayport broadcast. And don't stop there. Like us on Facebook, because when it comes to Pirate sports, the more ways to get it, the better.
Couple minutes left in the second intermission here from Cornerstone Community Ice Center in De Pere. 3-1 our score. As Bayport has the lead. Second period, we had penalties galore. We had a penalty on Bayport. For interference. We had a penalty on West Bend for interference. We had another penalty on Bayport for interference. And we had the tripping that gave us a Sam Lyons penalty shot. And both teams at this point are 0 for 3 on the power play. Jennifer Sellison watching from Cornerstone with the boys. Switch to the third period. Appreciate Mike Anderson listening in and allowing us to know that Jake Ranke and Talon Vorpal wearing 17 and 18 respectively. Appreciate that tidbit. Team stretching out as the ice continues to dry. Again, as we move along, feel free to tweet the booth at Voice of BP. We'd love to hear where you might be listening from. Mike Frieder, Bayport principal, tuned in. Boys basketball just had a 5-point loss. Namey to the right. McGuy to the right. Let's put 17 fresh on the scoreboard. Third period, let's roll. Butler and Samuels at center. Advantage Butler, win by West Bend. Giveaway at neutral ice to Bayport. Butler loses the puck. Fountain trying to get it to Kleba. Bayport up to Cano. Trying to slice one to a teammate. And West Bend will send it around the rounded edges. Down into the corner. Bayport trying to get it up. Again, a high forecheck for West Bend. Rister comes in, and Nemi sees it the entire time, stopping it from Andy Rebecki, the senior defenseman from Grafton High School, part of this West Bend co-op. Again, they have players from West Bend East and West, Germantown, Grafton, Slinger, Hartford, amongst others. Face-off win by West Bend. They have won both this period so far. Shot it on Nemi, and he'll kick it with the left leg. Not quite able to get his glove out there. Puck just sitting in front. Kick out the right leg. Nemi safe. Second one on the doorstep. Ice Bears trying to go around. And it'll be Cano to flip it over a defenseman and out to the neutral ice area. Boy, West Bend almost made it one. Strand left wing as he steps up. Beautiful poke check away by Alex Fountain. Fountain to Kleba. Back to Rebecki. Brings it in. Lose to the far side half boards. That's almost a mirror image of how the first goal scored for West Bend. Lose it into the half boards. They took a 1-0 lead. That was all the way back at 1:43 into the first period. Just players from both teams pushed up against the dashes, just trying to dig the puck out. It's took long enough. Coming out with it will be a wrister from Pickett. He can't get much on it, and the net is going to get jarred free behind Marcus Nemi, and a face-off to the seniors left. 15:36. We're only a minute, 24 seconds gone by. Shots on goal in favor of the Bears as West Bend leads that 20-18. That means this period they lead shots on goal one zip. Pirates trying to get out of their own zone. They can't. Ice is slippery. Down goes Pickett. Near side half boards, pushing and shoving from both teams. Lyons trying to pick it up for Bayport. Again, he had a penalty shot that got stopped earlier. Freilich looking for a cross ice pass. And to the neutral ice area with Alex Voss. Voss dumps one down into the corner. Rings around to the far side edges. Ty Freilich's going to go give chase. First one to get to it will be Tyler Wenzel. Centering pass for the Pirates. Trying to get it to Lions. Sam trying to play into the wing. Gets it to Alex Voss. Rister comes in. Kick save. Right leg pillow gets down for the goaltender Magai. And again to dig it out will be Sam Lyons. Trying to fish it to the blue line, and it's going to clear the zone of Bayport as both defensemen occupied a wing. So in the situation, Bayport had nobody at the point. Jennifer Silvey following along. Also Paula Jadra-Bagani. That'd be Tyler Brady, Grammy in California. So Grandma Bettiga. Chappie watching along. Maribeth Braspedix. That'd be former Ice Bear for Bay Area, McKenna, as well as Brass, as he was known, a former hockey player for the Pirates, but graduated 2016. Bryce. Puck on the half boards, Rister in front, stopped by the skate of Tyler Brady, not allowing to get it on goaltender. Puck on the far side post. Dangerous early few minutes for the Pirates as we are 3 minutes gone by in the first. Poked out by Gilbertson. Kerry Wood following along. Keep the notes coming where you might be listening from. West Bend and from Bayport. Breaking in will be Pickett, shot, Rister. Oh, this one's going to be Fountain. And a save made. Face off the right of Nemi. 13:43 to go in the third period. It's still 3-1. Pirates have the lead. West Bend has tilted the ice heavily to the right-hand third. Here in the start of the third. Puck chipped up. Jay Rebar's going to try to get to it for Bayport. He will. On a full sprint on the half-board. Stops on a dime. Trying to drop it off for Sam Lyons. And then sending it to the corner. We picked off by Andy Rebecki. Rebecki trying to get it. Taken back by Rebar. Looking to facilitate. Centering pass. Trying to clear the zone of the Bears. They can't. They will. Voss for the Pirates. Rebar. Get it to Freilich. And Ty is content to try to dump it down, and a missed pass goes errant. And a neutral zone faceoff as it goes out on Freilich. .11 to go. Step through. Sean Samuels wins the draw. Brings it to left wing. Drops one off for Cano. Trying to play one to Aiden Fahey's forehand. That'll be lost to the half boards. Bears trying to play one up ice. Going down is Pickett. Picking it up and offsides will be Rebecki. He tried to bring it into the zone. Lost it at his feet. And in doing so, his teammate came into the zone just ahead of him. Neutral zone face-off just outside the blue. From blue to blue, that is all considered the neutral ice area. Pirates up with Sean Samuels. Left side blue line brings it into the zone. Dumps it into the corner. Behind the play will be Wenzel to go get it. Fahey looking for a centering pass. Wenzel simply lifts his stick up, trying to get it aside. Fahey regains. Centering pass goes through the crease. Nobody home on the near side post. And brought back up momentarily for Wenzel and the Bears, but they give it right back. Pirates return the favor through the neutral ice. Left side with Pickett again. Throws in one in, and it kind of knuckleballs in on Marcus, so he kind of two-hand jabs at it, almost like a keeper in soccer. You just punch at it. Bayport sends it up ice a little too far. That'll go down for an icing, as they just want to get fresh legs out there. In high school, you can dump it for an icing and go off for a change. At the college and professional level, if you get called for icing, you have to stay back on the ice, whether you're tired or not. 12:10 to go. We're 4 minutes and 50 seconds gone by in the third period, third and final period of regulation. Pirates hold a 3-1 lead. First goal of the game was scored by West Bend. Again, that was by Colton Kress. Pirates scored 2 in the first after that, and then 1 in the second. Right side wing with Reinke. Sends it into the corner. Try to pick it up as Voss. Check into the boards behind the glass. That was a possible look for a penalty as Voss got sent in. Chipped up by Bryce Strand, trying to get out of the zone for Bayport. Between the rings, forehand wrister trying to send it in is Beshka, but it goes right into the skates of a Bayport defenseman, and it's never going to reach its target. To the near side corner, Bechka pushing up Bryce Strand. Bechka, a big, tall skater. Puck misses in behind. It'll be Zach Burns up to Mickish. Elliott, he's going to be checked up. Bayport on their line change. They might get called for 6 men. Nope. The icing's going to be waved off. And now a stretch pass for the Pirates. Sam Lyons trying to weasel through, get it to Ty Fralick, and now Ty's going to dump it down, left side. Bayport had a look there on the change. First of all, Bayport had a bad change, and then the Ice Bears had a bad change, and it results in nothing for both squads. Play continues, under 11 minutes to go in this third period. Bouncing puck on the wing, held in by Fountain. Alex to the half boards, gets it to a teammate. That's to Butler. Picked up by Sellison. Sellison up to Ty Fralick, and Ty Fralick's got a breakaway with the goaltender. Wrister under the glove and back of the net goal. Ty Fralick gets it by Kenny McGuy, and it's 4-1 Pirates on the breakaway goal. BP with the 4-1. Fralick was just simply able to muscle for position. And that is going to come at 6:21 here in the third. We'll wait to hear who the assists are from. But Fralick able to net his second of the night. He gave Bayport a 2-1 lead back in the second. Or rather, back in the first, he gave him a 2-1 lead. Credit the Rebar assist, so he'll get an apple. Fralick's got 2 goals on the night for Bayport, 2 of the 4 and a 4-1 lead. Samuels takes a hard hit, and he's going to hobble off the ice. Trainer Eric from Bellin, he's going to get to him. Centering pass for West Bend. They're trying to get to the puck. They can't. Kept in the zone very nicely by the Bears to the far side corner. Voss chips it to Komrosky. Sam from behind his own cage. Bayport can't get it out. They turn it over. Rister comes in. Beautiful redirect by Butler, but he just misses the far side post. Into the corner, the puck caroms. Again, Voss trying to send it around. Bayport reaching at it. Chipped behind by Butler into the far side corner. Mickish is going to hold the player up against the boards. Again, in front looking for an open Peyton Fountain, but Bayport able to flutter one down the length of the ice, and we are going to have a penalty as Bayport's got a holding call. Oh, it's going to be on the Bears. Bayport elbowing. I thought Bayport was just about to get a 6 men on the ice possibly, but it's going to result in actually a elbowing call at 6:23 in the third period. And this is going to go on Odin Kleba. Kleba for elbowing, 2-minute minor, 6:23. From in behind net, Tyler Brady will take it for the Pirates. Now trying to tack on to what is currently a 4-1 lead. Puck sent in behind Marcus Nemi, and the senior goaltender will move about. Watch his team try to gain possession of it. Rebar up to Fralick. Ty just had the goal. Right side wing brings into the zone, stops on the half boards, dumps it in behind net. Collision between 2 players going for it. Rebar pushes in, also Gilbertson. Arm is up for a penalty. We're going to have a Gilbertson tripping, I believe. And that is going to end this power play. Just 41 seconds gone by. You can hear Coach bucking across the way. What's he supposed to do? The puck's at his feet. Pretty weak tripping call. But if the officials weren't sure on the elbowing, Gilbertson will even things out here. Face off to left of Nemi. So 4-on-4 for a minute and 20. One-timer in front is going to go off the heel of the stick of Rebecki. Now race to the puck again. It's going to be Ty Fralick. Fralick into the zone, trying to wheel around. Skates to the right side wing. Loses the puck, whiffs on a pass, and it'll be picked back up. Peyton Fountain trying to go the right side. Race to the puck won by Tyler Brady, however, the all-conference defenseman. Brady, backhand pitchfork up the ice, trying to get it to Jay Rebar. Into the near side corner, a couple players go for it. Both of them try to fake out the other, looking for a deke. They miss, and now a rush 2-on-1 right side. Fountain trying to stop on the faceoff dot. Wrister in front, blockered save by Nemi. Into the far side half boards at Karams. 29 seconds before it'll be a short power play look for West Bend. Brady up to Rebar, or rather to Lyons to Rebar. Sent one down in behind. McGuy's going to stop it from moving. 7:50 clock moving here in the third period. We're more than halfway through the third. Pirates by 3. Neutral ice area. Hit delivered by Mickish. Komrosky then flips one down into the corner. 39 seconds. That'll be the power play look for West Bend. A man up, 5-on-4. So far on the evening, Bayport's 0 for 4. West Bend's 0 for 3. Puck in the zone with Pickett. Trying to dump it off for Johnson. Back to Pickett in the corner, looking on the half boards. Lichtensteiger, he's got it on the goal line, throws it in front. Trying to jam it in front is 29 Wenzel. But he gets his stick tied up with the goaltender stick, and it goes through the crease, deflected into the netting, and off the playing surface. 7:09 to go in the period, and we are going to have the official that looked like he was going to send somebody off the ice. We've already had 2 masks infractions called on West Bend, and I think a bench warning because of it. Shot in front, a little traffic, and it would have gone through, but just to be safe, blocked her side by Nemi. And we are even 5-on-5 hockey. Pearson Johnson down to the near side goal line with Wenzel. Skating replaced to Johnson. Looking to pass it in front, looking for a centering from behind on the far side half boards. Wrister goes high off the back glass. Karams back near side. Kleba plays one back. Wenzel gets it to Pickett to the near side corner. Pickett dumps it back again. Pearson Johnson. Johnson looking for a centering pass. Cycling the puck is West Bend, but they're not getting any looks on goal. Just keep circling in the corner, and they clear their own end, and now they're going to get called for an icing. 6:10 to go in the third period and a 4-1 lead. Face to the left of Magai. Draw to be taken by Lionsford Pirates. Bayport wins the draw, sends it into the corner. To be dug out by Jay Rebar, far side. Rebar trying to stop on a dime. He trips himself up. Some fans wanted a call, no call. Play continues. Sent in the far side corner by Rinke. Bayport plays it up with Strand. Trying to get it to Ty Fralick. Fralick trying to chip it past a teammate. He can't, but Alex Vossel try to send it up ice. And high sticking is going to be called on Lichtensteiger. And the official's going to call a high stick. I thought that was great hand-eye coordination on Sawyer Lichtensteiger. He asked the official for an appeal on it. He says no. You got to have it waist and lower. I didn't think it was too bad. But they make the call anyways. 5:41 to go third period. Pirates by 3. Regional final of the WIAA postseason. West Bend gets a win 5-2 over Fox Cities on Tuesday to get here. Winner of this one's going to play the winner of Fondy and Nina. And if Mike's out there listening, if he could get us what the final of that game was. It was 0-0 after one. Bayport with a possible break and chance with Carl Connell. Left side, wrister comes in. Oh, a nice snag in the left mitt. Down to his left hip by McGuy. As Connell had pressure to his right, still throws in a wrister, and 35 comes up with a save. And that'll be save number 17 of the night for the junior goaltender. Pirates to take the draw to the right of McGuy. He comes out above the crease a half pace. Pirates trying to tap it to Brady on the wing. Dumps him down in the corner, in behind net. West Bend's going to go try to fish it out. These teams played back just under a month ago, back on January the 12th. Pirates came away with a 2-1 win. Right now it's a 4-1 Bayport lead and an icing called on West Bend. Under 5 to go when we have the next drop of the puck. The Tonys, Scott and Tina watching along. Boy, it's been a while since we heard from the Tonys family, but great to have you guys with us on a Friday night. One of my absolute favorites, captain class of 2016, Colin for Bayport, number 17. Back to the right side comes Kleba, shot in, saved by Nemi as he just drops down to a knee. Puck in behind net, centering pass in front. Oh, Sam Lyons is able to get to it first. Now Bayport's got to rush left side if they hurry. Rebar trying to stop, loses it to the near side half boards. In behind net, Freilich trying to get to it. Sent up to Kleb on the half boards. And up to the neutral ice area. Bayport is going to have an offsides. And a neutral zone faceoff. 4:08 to go. If Bayport holds on, I think we're going to be going to Nina on Tuesday. Not confirmed yet. We'll try to find a score. Trying to broadcast, run the computer graphics, and see if we can get to the social media. Under 4 to go from Cornerstone. Date with the sectionals on Tuesday. Lurking. Johnson in behind net. Strand is going to get to it for Bayport. Gets it to Aiden Fahey. Fahey trying to poke it across the zone. Alex Voss is going to simply one-hand slap at it and gets it down the length of the ice, where it'll be gained by Bublitz. Mason trying to send it up ice, only as far as a Bayport player. Alex Voss, centering pass from Fahey, nobody home. And Pearson Johnson up again for West Bend. Fahey in front of the West Bend bench and over the West Bend bench as the puck gets deflected on his backhand attempt. 3:17 on the third period clock. And the Bears are going to use a timeout. 3:17. And West Bend wants to talk things over. It's a 3-goal game. But it's the last. Obviously, you lose, the season's over. So pulling a goalie might be in the cards here. Riley Bay listening in from home. Former Bayport goaltender. Goalie for that 2017 state team. All right, let's see if we got a Nina Fondy final. Scrolling through Twitterverse. Keith and Shirley Newton in from Chippewa Falls. Grandson's allowed 1 goal on 26 shots so far, and Marcus will be in net for the last 3:17. The question is, will there be a guy in net across from him? I do not see anything yet final from Nina and Fondy. going to be a neutral zone face-off just in front of the West Bend bench. 3:17 to go in the third. See if McGuy is going to leave the 4x6 wide open. Bayport wins the draw, so he's going to have to stay in momentarily. And Komrosky is going to try to apply pressure and dump it in behind net. Picked up by Kenny. Trying to drop it off for a teammate. Good forecheck by Freilich. Center pass in front. Goes through the crease. Lions with a near slash as he tries to harass the West Bend skater. It'll be Rebecki. Dumps it in the far side half-boards, trying to get it up to Fountain. Not many mentions of Peyton Fountain tonight. The leading goal scorer as a sophomore for this Bears team. Into the near side corner. And we do have an empty cage to the left. 2:36 left in the third period. Bayport by 3. And a missed possession by the Ice Bears gave it away to Tyler Brady. And Brady just simply ices the zone. And we'll have a face-off next to Nemi with a 6-on-5. The Angle family. Aaron says, go Pirates. Great to have you guys in tonight. Face off to the left of Nemi. Puck sent into the far side corner on a redirect. An extra skater out there because the goaltender is out for West Bend. Near side corner, Butler in behind the cage. Dumps it in behind the far side corner. Back to Butler, looking for a crashing skater in between the rings. Fountain wrister off the far side, piping down. Goal scored by Fountain. Again, it's going to be assisted by Butler. This time he is, again, able to find a crashing player. Goal scored by West Bend to make it 4-2. .206, so the goal comes at 14:54. Fountain from Butler. So it's only a 2-goal game. Now McGuy, possession game by West Bend. McGuy's going to head to the bench again. He had to come back in just in case Bayport won possession of the faceoff. Far side corner, Jay Rebar. Rebar looks up and he sees a wide open net. Through a defenseman down the length of the ice, off of the post. And the bench for the Bears is asking for an icing call. Bayport down the length of the ice again, and this one is going to be a goal. From 90 feet away, Jay Rebar at 15:26. And the West Bend coaches were not too pleased. The first shot from Rebar that hit off the post and then went wayward, they were wondering why that wasn't called an icing on the first one. I don't disagree with them. Butler trying to throw it in front. Blocked aside by a defenseman in behind net, Komrosky. McGuy is going to be in net now with the 3-goal game and only a minute and 20 to play. Brady from the corner gets it up to Cano. As far as Brady, Gilbertson, and Gilbertson across the center line will dump it into the near side corner. A minute 10 to play. Pirates nearing a regional final victory. Pearson Johnson, top of the right side faceoff dot. Skates to the half boards. Dumps one up in the air to a teammate. Collects it, puts it down to the ice. Butler facilitates. Back to Johnson, looking for a slap home play, a one-time jammer to Peshka. Puck stays in the zone. Brady in behind net. Plays it to Gilbertson. Sent back ice by West Bend. 35 ticks of the clock to go. Puck with Tyler Brady. Brady dumps it into the corner. Push up against the boards. Sam Lyons trying to deke around, kill off a few more seconds. 20 seconds left in this one. West Bend with it. Up to Wenzel. 12 seconds. Wenzel sends it into the corner. Pickett's going to go try to dig it out. 7 seconds. Pirates up by a score of 5-2. Regional final. 3 seconds remaining on the half boards with Rebecki. And Bayport is going to play Tuesday. Sectional hockey. Five to 2 final. Season comes to a close for the champions of the North Shore Conference. And for the Bayport Pirates, they will pick up their 14th win of the season. And again, we don't have total confirmation if it is indeed the 2 seed that they will be facing. I'm going to search one more time on the Twitterverse. Nothing from Fondy or Nina on what they have for their hockey scores. So it's a final 5-2. Here from Cornerstone, as Bayport is able to get the win. Take you through the goals scoring again. First goal of the game was scored by Colton Kress for West Bend to make it 1-0. That was just a minute 43 in. Bayport answered a minute 15 seconds later. Defenseman Bryce Strand scored, assisted Rebar and Freilich. Bayport then got a Ty Freilich goal at 12:09 in the first period, assisted by Komorowski and Strand. That was Ty's second point of the evening, first goal. That made it 2-1, and that's where we ended after 1. Got a Gilbertson goal for Pirates to extend it to 3-1 at 11:48 in the second, assisted by Lyons and Rebar. Pirates had the 2-goal lead after 2 before we got to the third period, and Bayport was able to score the first 2. Or rather, the first one, a Freilich from Rebar on a breakaway goal, 6:21 in the third period. Got a goal from Fountain at 14:54. But just 32 seconds later, Bayport got an empty netter from Jay Rebar to give us our final of 5-2. The assumption is that it is Nina on Tuesday. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Twitter. We will have for certain, if it's at Nina, we will have audio only because Nina will be providing the video. So we will go back to we will be back to how we've been the last 6 years of a radio audio broadcast. So that is if it's Nina. If it is Fond du Lac, team that handed it to Bayport earlier this year on a Sunday, it would be here at Cornerstone. So we don't have official confirmation on that. Should be a good conference matchup. But we will have that for you as we'll find that out later tonight, and we'll be able to get that out to you. So the Pirates, they get it 5-2 your final. They'll advance to the sectional semifinal. Have a wonderful evening, Howard Swamico. You've been listening to Bayport Pirate Hockey on NEW Sports.